Hey everyone, it's Rose, and that's Cher, and today I'm going to be reacting to Amy's Life Journey's weigh-in video from Wednesday. It's titled, "It's a Great Day to Be Alive," with a bunch of exclamation points. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
What?
Alright, so before I hop into the video, just want to preface with saying I did bump the playback speed up to 1.25, so let's get this started.
Welcome to, what day are we on? Wednesday! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Happy Wednesday! It's Wednesday weigh-in! Or you can say WW Day. Anyways, welcome to Wednesday. It has been a nice day today, I have to say. It's been a little bit gloomy, actually, but it's been nice. I took the day down today. I am not going to work out or walk today. I just really need to just have a low day and rest my body. So
what I want to say is that in the last few videos, she's been talking about how the workouts are her new normal and she's going to work out once a day. Like, it's already dropped from twice a day down to once a day. And now it's basically been like every other day, which is fine. But I don't know why she's trying to sell us that she's going to work out every day when in fact it's the number of times working out every day has decreased.
Today is the day that I decided just, you know what, let me not walk, let me not do anything and just rest everything. That way then I can get back into, workout mode tomorrow. But I've worked out every day this week. I've worked out, every day since last week. I've worked out except for one day. So I'm trying to at least
2 days
take
now.
Every other day off to every couple of days take a day off. I think that's very important, especially when, you're basically just starting out, but also I just don't want to work too hard and then injure myself.
Yes, exactly. Because she already, when she was doing twice a day, said that she fell in the kitchen and hit her head. So she's already injured herself by overdoing it, and I agree she definitely shouldn't overdo it because she will injure herself. But I still think she should be trying to do some kind of activity daily. That's just my opinion.
So, and then Friday, my doctor called and said that because they don't want me taking ibuprofen, and so they called me, his office called me yesterday to come in on Friday to see what we can do to relieve the pain, because it's just nothing is really working, and it's not anywhere but one area of my back, which is my lower spinal part, and I don't want that to ever become an issue to stopping me from working out. And it hasn't yet, but it could become a problem soon.
I didn't even know she was having back issues, but I swear this woman goes to the doctor more than Chantal does even. And I feel like Chantal's going to the emergency room for every problem she ever has in life. What I will say is one of the worst things that you can do if you are having back pain is to stop moving completely. The more you're up and moving, the less stiff your back is going to get, and the easier it's going to be for you to move, so your back will actually hurt less. If you sit still for long periods of time or lay in bed for long periods of time, it can really stiffen up the muscles, especially if they're already inflamed and irritated, and it can cause the back pain to actually get worse. So for her, I would recommend, regardless of, whatever the doctor says, she needs to be up and moving, consistently daily, even if it is a 5 or 10 minute walk, just to keep her back from getting more tight, more stiff, and then hurting more.
I'm I want to be ahead of the game, to make sure that I am completely ahead of the pain. So before it really settles in, then we'll kind of,
The other thing I want to say about people, especially obese people, complaining of back pain and saying, I want to get ahead of the game, blah, blah, blah. One way to get rid of your back pain would be to lose weight. The more stress you can get off your joints, your hips, your knees, your back, your ankles, everything, the less pain you will have. So I think her doctor should also be telling her, hey, you need to lose some weight too, and that's going to help with back pain.
To see what's going on. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's a couple different options we could probably do, which is the cortisone shot. pain meds, which I won't go that route. So I'm really kind of pushing towards either getting the pain meds or, and my insurance won't do a chiropractor, or they won't do physical therapy right now. So it's kind of like...
I talked to Bree about this yesterday, about them not covering PT or chiropractic. That's surprising to me. My guess is, or at least in my experience being a physical therapist, insurance should cover it if your doctor prescribes it for you. Like, most of the time, there are some states where you don't have to have a prescription from a doctor to go to physical therapy, but most of the time your doctor will be like, oh, you have back pain, here's a prescription for physical therapy, before they like resort to things like cortisone injections or surgery. And a lot of times actually your insurance company won't even allow you to get an MRI until you go through physical therapy. Like, they want you to do the conservative treatment because it costs them less than it does for the insurance company to pay for you to get an MRI. The other thing I wanted to say about this was that cortisone injections don't always work for people. Some people will get a cortisone injection in their back or their shoulder or wherever it is that they're having the pain, and it doesn't do anything to help their pain. Some people get it and it's like no pain anymore and it's amazing, but there are a lot of people that I've seen that they get injections and it doesn't even work. So my guess is the main issue causing her back pain is the fact that she's overweight. So a cortisone injection isn't going to fix your overweight problem. You're still going to be overweight, which is still going to cause stress on your back, which is still going to cause you pain.
I'm just stuck at the doctor's office with what he can offer me. So I'm just trying to think of things that might help. And plus, when I get done working out, I've been taking a bag of frozen vegetables because they're like kind of a little bit more movable. And I'm putting it on the back part of my back. And I keep that on there for about 30 to 40 minutes. And that's been helping. And then when I'm in the shower, I try and let the hot water run on my back a little bit. But I'm just hoping that me continuing to work out and me continuing to be consistent, that it will build my strength in my back more and more and more.
Another thing that can cause back pain is weak muscles in your core. Like, your core is what helps support your back, helps like keep you upright, keep your posture good. If hers is weak, which I would assume that it is, and if she had a C-section, I think her 2 kids were C-sections, that, you know, they cut through your muscles in your abdomen, and that can weaken your core muscles too. So the stronger she can get her core muscles, that's also going to help support her back and help decrease her pain.
You know, because yesterday, even though I did record it, so I know you guys didn't see it, yesterday I can honestly say I did more yesterday than I have done in my entire workout since I started a week and a half ago, whatever we're in right now. And my days are all mixed up and maxed out because, well, it's almost like Groundhog Day. So you wake up and do the same thing, repeat every day because we're stuck in the house. So anyways, there's that. And then Maya's doing good with his schooling. He's actually been really doing well. He's getting on his schedule. The babies, Omar and Isra, they are doing preschool, and I got them some thick preschool books, and so we've been sitting down and working on that every day. And it's been nice, though. I mean, it's kind of giving us a little bit of a routine, and I like that. And then I just make sure that bedtime is real strict. That way then the kids get the amount of sleep they need to have. Me and Ollie, we get our time down, and that's important as well, to have that time to each other, because we don't get it during the daytime at all. And yes, I say my husband's name Ollie. It's like his name is Ali, just like Muhammad Ali. It's not Oli, it's not nothing like that. I say, and it's not Ali, it's Ali. So I wanted to correct that, because I say Ali, and people are like, why are you saying your husband's name wrong? I'm not. That is how you say my husband's name, is Ali. So, anyways, I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there because
God.
But, anyways, that is that. I think I'll put my weigh in here, and then we'll go from there.
I think she was 478 last time.
So there you guys have it. The scale says 476. I'll take it because that means the scale went down but I wish the numbers would have been lower. You know, I mean, I have done so well this week with just the physical part. And I know that it takes both hand in hand to get the results.
Yes, it's like 10 or 20% your activity and 80 to 90% what you're putting in your body that's going to be responsible for losing weight. She really needs to get her nutrition under control and figured out, because she's never going to be able to outwork what she's putting in her mouth. And she won't be successful in the long term if she can't figure out how to eat. I mean, even just counting calories. I'm not saying it has to be, she doesn't have to like eat kale 24/7, but she needs to really like cut out calories, which she obviously isn't doing if she's working out as hard as she is and is only down 2 pounds. Now, I know that she has food retention issues. I've talked about it many times, but still, the point I'm trying to drive home is she really needs to cut her calorie intake, which I don't believe that she's doing. And she's come out and said she doesn't understand nutrition. I mean, she supposedly had a nutritionist. I would recommend going to a nutritionist or a dietitian just to figure out how to count your calories if it really is becoming an issue that she can't figure out.
And even looking back on my week's worth of choices in eating, I really don't see that I did anything substantial that would have just like really made the scale stay the same almost. Like, I don't know. That's why I keep saying I just really don't know if
she could be making healthy choices, but overeating those healthy choices, you know, and taking in too many calories via healthy choices. So that's definitely a possibility too.
Or if it's just really me, my body's just doing its thing, because I mean, I know that I need to get even tighter and more strict on my nutrition. I will 100% say I know I need to get more strict, and I will, and I am. That's the plan going forward. That is the plan, is there's going to be a lot more even changing on the nutrition part. So I'm really hoping that next Wednesday, with the consistent working out, consistent eating a lot more healthier.
Cher's done. She's like, no more of this.
That we'll see even more results. But I can't be mad at the result I got this week, because I still did something, you know? So for me, it's just a matter of continuing, you know, and not giving up. And I'm not going to give up. I can't. There's no option. I have to do this. I have to do this. So
yes, you do.
Every day is a new day to put a little bit more new things into my new life. And that's kind of how I look at it. And, you know, quite a few people reminded me that, one, I didn't get fat overnight. So it's not just going to come off overnight. I talk
to my patients in the hospital about this a lot, like especially the people like with COPD or breathing issues, where, you know, they will get up and walk 5 feet and are like really struggling to breathe. And they're like, I don't understand why this isn't getting any better. And I'm like, this didn't happen to you overnight, and you're not going to wake up one day and be able to breathe every time you get up and walk well. So it is one of those things where, like, it's a patience thing, and it takes time and it takes work, and you got to be willing to take the time and do the work to make it happen.
This is a lifetime change. So we have a lifetime of putting everything into motion, meaning, you know, you don't have to take everything one day and switch your entire life and routine to throw yourself like, whoa, you know, because
so now we're saying we have to make small changes. So now we're pulling an Amberlyn and saying I can't just change overnight. That's not what I meant at all. I just meant that you have to implement the changes, and it's going to take time for the weight to come off. That's what I mean. I do not mean just take your sweet old dandy time doing it.
You're going to get overwhelmed. So taking one thing at a time, I think, is the most smartest thing, which is, I have been eating healthier, but could it be better? Absolutely. I have been getting up and working out every day. Could it be better? At this point, probably not, because I am pushing myself. Every time I work out, I push myself just a little harder every single time. But I definitely know there are things in my life that I am slacking, that if I ramped up the amount of work, then I can make a huge difference. That honestly, I know I can. But it's just, again, that fact of accepting it, knowing that I need to do this, and believing that that's the biggest thing for me. Is sometimes I don't believe in myself. Sometimes I am waiting for myself to give up and to let myself down, because I've always been a letdown to myself. And because I go into it with wholeheartedly intentions, 100%, and then over a period of even a week to 2 weeks, I'm ready to just throw the towel in and go back.
It's less than a week or 2 weeks. We've watched. It's been less than a week or 2 weeks.
This time around, it's much different. And I think it's because I really know it has to happen. It's not a matter of it happening or not happening. Man, my lips are so dry. I need to get some stuff for them. It's not a matter of it happening or not happening. It's going to happen because it has to happen. And so that is kind of, where I am standing right now, is just accepting that this is going to be my new life. And I'm going to wake up every morning and be excited to, do my workouts, be excited to keep my health at the number 1 spot. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I have some things I need to go and get done at the house. Laundry. I hate laundry. I used to love it. Now, I hate it. I think because I have a daughter that thinks that she needs to play dress up all day long. And I've even gotten her clothes just to strictly do dress up, so that way then we're not doing let's play with all of our real clothes. Well, she still likes her real clothes, not her play clothes. So because of that, mommy has to wash them. So I do laundry sometimes 1 to 2 times a day. Yeah. Just
no thanks.
Anyways. All right, you guys, if you can, please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. Like and share. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Talk to you later. Have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So I know that there's been discussion on Twitter, especially is where I've seen it the most, that people are thinking that Amy might be addicted to pain meds or is on some kind of pain meds right now. People are citing the fact that her eyes are like shifty, that she's slurring her words or like talking really slowly, and that's why people are believing that. What I think is that that's just how Amy talks. I don't think that she's impaired in any way. I really just think that that's how she talks. I mean, I bump it up to 1.25 speed or more every video, and it sounds to me like she's talking like a normal person at a normal speed. So I think I don't think there's an issue. I think it's a matter of the fact that that's just how Amy talks on the regular. And as far as the shifting eyes is concerned, to me, that's a sign of just someone not being truthful. I think a lot of the stuff that she says in her videos is her trying to convince us and try to convince herself of all of these things, and they're not truthful. So that's why she can't keep eye contact with the camera. That's just my opinion on it. We've been talking about it on Twitter for the last day about this whole drama that's coming up about the pain meds. But I think the best thing for her and her pain right now will be to lose some weight, because it's going to take some pressure off of her joints. Like I've said in a couple other videos, for every pound that you're overweight, it's 4 pounds of pressure on your knees. So 10 pounds overweight is 40 extra pounds on your knees. So Amy weighs almost 500 pounds. That's a lot of extra pounds on your knees. Yeah. I guess I'm going to end it there. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more from me, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. I always leave my Twitter and Instagram link down below so you can follow me over there if you'd like. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will see you in the next one.